Hi everyone, this is Michael Balesta. Let's recap the Browns and Cavaliers games thanks to the NFL and NBA apps. The Browns picked up their second straight win on Sunday, beating the Bengals 35-20, finally putting a rest to a 25-game road losing streak. They scored on their first four possessions of the game and played as close to a perfect half of football as they have had in quite a while. Baker Mayfield was 19 of 26 for 258 yards, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Nick Chubb had 84 yards on the day, getting the rock 28 times, including a rushing and receiving touchdown. David Njoku and Antonio Callaway combined for 9 catches and 125 yards and 2 touchdowns. The lone catch by Darren Fells was a 6-yard score to account for the 5 touchdowns by the Browns. Demarius Randall got an interception of Andy Dalton and handed the ball to former head coach Hugh Jackson, who works for Cincinnati. Watching the replay, I did not detect any malice from Randall. I think he was grateful for his time by Hugh in Cleveland, but too many losses led to him being fired. Mayfield, though he had some strong statements about Jackson in his post-game press conference, has to be able to move on. Listening to the pundits during some of the football shows on television Sunday night, he cannot seem to let go of being named the backup quarterback prior to the start of the season, along with Jackson joining a division rival. But I think Mayfield playing with an edge seems to make him tick, so I think he likes being counted out, and he seems to demonstrate that on the field, especially the last few weeks on the field. Defensively, Joe Schobert was the leading tackler for Cleveland with 6, and he also had 1 tackle for loss. Brian Body Calhoun, Jerome Peppers, and Denzel Ward were solid as they combined for 13 tackles in the game. Myles Garrett had a sack in the win. In the last game, Garrett avoided being called for a false start, but did pick up 1 Sunday. Larry Ogunjobi and Anthony Zettel each picked up a tackle for loss. Considering that Cincinnati was not very good defensively and gave up a lot of rushing yards coming in, I was not too surprised at the outcome, but it was impressive to play that well. The rushing yards were 129 to 84 in favor of Cleveland, and they were better on the third down conversion percentage at 50 to 33. The Bengals got 13 penalties to the 7 by the Browns. It was unsettling in the second half that Jeff Driscoll continued to carve up the Browns defense after coming in for Dalton, who got hurt after chasing a loose ball. The Bengals receivers kept making diving catches as they were trying to make a late rally. Cleveland has to learn how to finish games. They were ultimately able to, but they cannot be giving up a roughing the passer penalty on a 4th and 22, which led to a Cincinnati touchdown. The Browns took care of the ball while forcing 2 in the takeaway department. Elsewhere, within the division, the Ravens were 34-17 winners against the Raiders, while the Steelers stumbled in Denver 24-17. All 4 AFC North teams will be in action in Week 13 as the Browns take on the 8-3 Texans. Houston has not lost since Week 3. The Ravens play the Falcons in Atlanta. Both games will be played Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. The Steelers host the 8-3 Chargers later that evening at 8:20. Pittsburgh is on top at 7-3-1. Baltimore in sole possession of second at 6-5. Cincinnati sliding backwards at 5-6, with Cleveland right behind at 4-6-1. On the hardwood, the Cavaliers fought hard against LeBron James in his first game back as a member of the Lakers, led for much of the game, but were unable to close the door in a 109-105 defeat. Cedi Osman was Cleveland's leading scorer with 21 points. Jordan Clarkson recorded 20. Rookie Colin Sexton had 9, but neither Clarkson nor Sexton had a great game shooting, as the duo were 11 of 35 combined. Tristan Thompson, though he was 7 for 17 from the field, did get a double-double in nearly 30 minutes of action. The Cavs took care of the ball as they had just 3 turnovers. They were also more efficient from the foul line as a team, but Los Angeles had a 28-15 advantage in free throw attempts, so they were more aggressive. Cleveland led 99-91 with 5:41 left, but Kyle Kuzma made a 3, then James scored the game's next 8 points before an Osman 3 tied the game with 1:27 to play. JaVale McGee then made a layup and blocked Cedi's attempt on the other end of the court. Thompson fouled LeBron on the other end, and James hit 1 of 2 free throws for a 3-point lead with 19.6 remaining. LeBron would finish with 32. After a timeout, Kyle Korver, who had 9 points, could not knock down a game-tying three, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope made 2 foul shots. He made 2 more at the line after Osman hit a 3, and it was another setback for a young team on Wednesday night. Friday, Cleveland put it all together against the 76ers as they had a fast start on the road, leading by as many as 14 in the first quarter. Philadelphia came back to take the lead late in the second frame and led most of the third, but the visitors took control down the stretch. With the game tied at 90, Osman made a layup. Then Larry Nance Jr. got a dunk to help the Cavaliers begin to take control about a third of the way into the fourth quarter. Andrew Harrison had a layup and three-pointer in more than 17 minutes of time on the court. Rodney Hood led the Cavs with 25 points. Sexton was excellent with 23. Osman, Thompson, and Clarkson contributed for 57 of the team's point total. The Cavaliers were nearly 53% from the field as a team. They were tremendous on the glass, 42-31. The turnover number was in single digits again, and they got 7 steals on the night. Joel Embiid led Philadelphia with 24 points, but Tristan Thompson finished ahead of him in the rebounding department, 13-12. Cleveland hosted the Rockets Saturday and recorded back-to-back victories in a 117-108 decision. Sexton was outstanding, scoring 29 after going 14 for 21. Thompson showcased his talents on the glass as he grabbed 20 while adding 16 points. Clarkson has been a scoring threat, posting 20 on the night. Korver was 3 for 3 from behind the arc. David Nwaba was solid with 12 points. The Cavs led most of the way. The first half was very high scoring. Cleveland had to hold on after holding on to an advantage as big as 14, but Houston could only get it to as close as 4 in the middle stages of the fourth quarter. James Harden led the Rockets with 40 points. The Cavaliers got 11 steals and were significantly better in the rebounding category at 49-31 overall. The Timberwolves prevented Cleveland from a 3-game winning streak Monday, 102-95 in their second and final meeting of the season. Minnesota got 24 points from Robert Covington. As for the Cavs, Korver made 6 3-pointers and finished with 22. Hood put up 20. Thompson kept piling in the double-doubles with 16 points and 11 boards. Nance Jr. had a dozen points. Sexton had a tough time in this game, going 5 of 19, finished with 11 as he continues to go through the natural ups and downs that rookies tend to go through in the NBA. Cleveland drops to 4-15 on the season, but on the week they had some good results and have been competitive, certainly of late. Up next for the Cavs will be a visit to Oklahoma City against the 12-7 Thunder at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The road trip continues against the Boston Celtics who are 11-10, Friday at 7 before heading back to Cleveland to face the Raptors the following night at 8. Toronto has won 17 of their first 21 games going into today. Monday, a visit to Brooklyn awaits the Cavaliers at 7. All of these games are regional telecasts. The North Texas Browns backers will meet at Fox & Hound in Dallas this Sunday. Kickoff is at noon Central Time. Fox & Hound is located on Midway and the Bush Tollway, so be sure to bring your family and friends. There have been good turnouts, so please come on out. Also, please check out the Facebook group North Texas Browns Backers page and hit the like button for the latest updates there. There are many Browns Backers Club locations around the Metroplex, so please search to find the Browns Backers Club closest to you, or do an internet search to find a location if you are outside of North Texas. The text of this blog is available at http://www.mjbolesta2, as in the number 2, blog.wordpress.com. http://www.mjbolesta2blog.wordpress.com. I'm on Twitter at mjbolesta2 and on Facebook at Michael Bolesta. Archive videos on YouTube can be found by searching Michael Bolesta, Roman numeral 2. God bless, have a great week, and be safe.